speculation zone.
We're back.
The speculation zone. A little rumor. Again, the segues. I'm on the segue kick today, talking about TV, possible TV shows. Zach, I mean, I don't know what to think of this. Now, it all kind of started. There was an interview on the USFL network, which is a fan podcast. They're doing all sorts of cool interviews too, so check them out. Again, props to the community. We were just talking about this last week. I love seeing the community build. I love seeing more podcasts and content. Sign us up. I can't wait until next year. And there's like a million of these guys all over the place because, I mean, sure, some would look at it as competition. I like the community. I mean, the more people doing it, the more fun. Either way, we're getting sidetracked here. USFL Hard Knocks is maybe a thing. Maybe a thing. Now, maybe. What's interesting is, so that initially came out from an interview with the USFL network, one of the coaches with the Gamblers. He said it's happening. Then I think the internet said, well, I don't know. How could they do this? There's not enough time. Some people were hopeful. Some people didn't know. Kind of left it at that. I reached out to a couple people, didn't hear anything back. I said, okay, I'll leave it. We'll see what we hear later. But then later in the day, Maulers star Boogie Roberts, as he's showing up to the training camp, puts out an Instagram story stating USFL Hard Knocks coming soon, showing that there's cameras there. Now, right. Is that confirmation? Not at all, right? He could even just say, it could just be a play on words, right? So, you know me. I put on my Clark Kent hat, had a little piece of paper that said press on it, got in those DMs. I said, Mr. Roberts, can you tell me more? And there wasn't much details, but he says it is happening. It is a thing. And according to him, he's going to be one of the players that they're profiling in the season. Now, here's where we speculate, Zach. Here's where we speculate. One, is it a thing? Two, if it is a thing, is it going to be a TV show? Like on Fox, FS1, Peacock maybe? Or is it going to be for social media? Maybe we'll see the league open up a YouTube channel, put out clips. Maybe it's not a full 30-minute program that people are thinking, and maybe it's segments and we get updates throughout the season via those social media channels. Or maybe it's nothing at all. So I'll leave it there. I think we ran down everything that we know so far, but I want to get your initial thoughts.
Right. Well, I mean, there is seemingly enough people now that are saying this is a reality. And we're talking two that are in the league in some way, shape, or form that are saying, yeah, this is definitely happening. I mean, we got a player directly, DMing and also tweeting out that, at least items, we got camera operating crews and things like that, and then of course we have, thank you very much to the folks at the USFL network. I'm glad it's them digging and finding some stuff as well, because they've been doing a lot of work, like you're saying. So seriously, I second the shout out for them. But they're breaking their own story with this through an interview with at least the Gamblers getting the name JD Runnels, who is working alongside Kevin Sumlin as a team assistant and running backs coach. He's the one on a stream saying this is happening. So you got enough, I think, irons in the fire. They're like, okay, might be onto something. Now we can't say, this is why this is in the speculation zone. There's nothing confirmed.
Right.
So we can't just say, oh, it's definitely happening, because, hey,
what if it doesn't happen?
It really is. Right. Well, A, if it doesn't happen. B, we know now, just from other posts that the league has made through all its team accounts and its main one, that those hired social media personnel that they were putting out feelers for about a month back, they're all down there now. So camera crews are there too. Kind of, unless the league says something, which I would imagine if this is happening, they will soon, that they would make some sort of teaser about it, maybe, now that people were there, now that they've filmed in getting people into the Sheridan down there in Birmingham. We'll see soon. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I think this might be happening though. We might get a series. Now I'll tell you where I think it goes. I got two ideas.
Okay.
FS1.
Okay.
And just because it's sports centric, you can make some time in there probably. Find it in a place, it's slot in the middle of the week, kind of supplemental content, like say, how they have NASCAR's, not race week, but they do like NASCAR Hub or Central.
Yeah.
That they do every week there on FS1. So make it like USFL's where it's the Hard Knock series. Or my other pitch, because Fox owns this, throw it on Tubi for free.
I always forget about good old Tubi.
I know.
Tubi's a good one, though.
Everyone forgets that Fox owns it, but it has grown. It used to be, was kind of niche popular when I first found it, but since they bought it, they put some content in there. Like, it's starting to be kind of beefy for a free service. I bet if you're going to put it in any service besides doing social media or that cable network, you want to keep going with the synergy, you want to keep showing off the Fox properties by using the USFL, Tubi is an option. I wouldn't sleep on that. That's now speculation zone on that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is happening and if it is looking for a place, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if Fox says, "Hey, we got this one right here. Peacock's getting in some action. Let's get ours in on some action."
For sure. Now, what could be interesting is maybe we see both. Maybe it airs on Fox Sports 1 and it's free on Tubi the day after.
Now, they could.
Right?
That's like the modern TV thing, isn't it? Watch it live now. Stream immediately. Like Fox, for example, they're doing this new show, Flatch, which is like based on based on a small town, Ohio.
Okay.
They have like Columbus Crew MLS gear on.
Okay.
The entire time. Like, I'm serious. Like that's like the thing I've caught the most with the trailers. Like, okay, Columbus Crew, cool. Anyway, so they do that where they like watch this episode live, but we have like 7 on Fox Now or whatever it is, like already available. So, and that's another one, I guess, Fox Now. I kind of forget about that too. There's options.
Yes.
They have streaming places if it's happening.
If it's happening. I mean, again, that's the big question.
Looking
if
like
it's happening.
It is, but you can't confirm it yet. I know.
Well, I think it's important that we do play it that way. I mean, it could be very easy for us to say, yeah, it's happening. Where there's smoke, there's fire, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, at the end of the day, I want us to be, I don't like to be wrong. That's basically what it is, Zach. I don't like to be wrong. And more importantly, I want people to trust us. But more important than that, I don't like to be wrong. So, But either way, I mean, if we get it, I'm excited. I'm with you. I kind of feel like it is happening in one way, shape, or form. Maybe, and again, something to keep in mind, it might not be called Hard Knocks, right? Well, that just might be how it's being pitched to these people.
That's the easiest thing you can compare it to.
Right.
Like, it's anyone comparing like NFL. What's the NFL equivalent of this?
Exactly right.
Hard Knocks. So my thing is, so again, speculation zone here. So Boogie Roberts is one of them. I don't know how many players, if this is happening, are in, but I kind of want to like show me who else,
right?
Who else is telling their story? Like, let's know. I'm going to say right now, if it is happening, they got 4 players they rotate between, maybe 5 max. Mm-hmm. Could be wrong. Maybe they just do them where it's a variety. But I think if they follow the stories like they do with Hard Knocks, maybe they do like max 5, 6. I'll even go 6 to go a little higher.
Right.
With some coaches sprinkled in, of course, because you got to get the coaches.
Well, exactly. You got to get the coaches, and probably you'll see some of the other players in there just with the interactions and practices and things like that. So, I mean, the thing I'm excited about is just the potential to have more USFL content that we didn't expect, honestly, until 2 days ago, maybe. No, this was on nobody's radar. Now, we don't know if it's happening, but it's on the radar. It's there. And at minimum, let's say it's not happening, Zach. I mean, I'll tell you this. Fox is getting a great A/B test right now of interest of, well, we weren't going to do that, but boy, everybody seems really jazzed up about us doing something like that.
This is a media company after all.
Exactly.
Someone is going to sit and think on the fly.